this is where it landed.
What time of the day would you say this happened?
It was like 3 o'clock in the morning. I heard a strange beep and I woke up and I looked out the window and there it was.
Can you describe the object?
It had many lights of different colors and it elevated really fast, and when it left, it split into different lights. When the morning came, I found this.
Can we take a look at that?
Sure, follow me.
When we think about the planet Earth, we think about the beautiful ocean, flora, and fauna. The reality is that the planet is in danger. The first real danger came with urbanization and industrialization, which led to land, water, and air pollutions. Environmental pollution to air, land, and water is not caused by nature. It is a result of years of human negligence. It is man-made. This can be said when we think of how many trees have been cut and how much territory has been turned into a wasteland. In many countries, the air is not safe to breathe and water is not safe to drink. The water is so polluted that even the natural hydrological process does not get rid of the pollution. People dump solid waste into the rivers, ponds, lakes, and the ocean, which makes the water unhealthy to drink and the fish unhealthy to eat. Carbon dioxide is a vital element to the planet. If it did not exist, plants would not be able to convert it to oxygen, which supports human and animal life. The problem lies with deforestation. The Earth's tropical rainforests are being destroyed by men. Wood from the trees are used for different purposes, and also fires cause the destruction of these rainforests, which in return is lowering oxygen levels. Although most of the carbon dioxide is absorbed by the ocean, plant life is needed to sustain human life. Above all, there is an increase of carbon dioxide which is entering the atmosphere. This increase of carbon dioxide is due to the burning of fossil fuels, solid waste, dead trees, and other methods which produce it. Carbon dioxide is being considered to be a greenhouse gas along with methane, nitrous oxide, and fluorinated gases. Greenhouse gases trap heat in the Earth's atmosphere through a process called the greenhouse effect. Heat from the sun radiates to the Earth but does not radiate back, which is causing changes in global temperature, which is known as global warming. This rise in temperature has been speculated to melt polar ice caps, rising sea levels, warmer winters, increasing ocean temperatures, among many other effects that could bring extinction to animals, humans, and plants. But not everyone shares the same concept of global warming. I interviewed Pastor Harold from Calvary Chapel Higher Ground Ministries.
What do you think is happening in the environment right now? There's a lot of air pollution, there's a lot of water pollution, there's a lot of land pollution, and there's a global warming theory going on.
The condition that the world is in today has largely been brought about by mistakes that man has made. And that when you look at the pollution of the water and the air and the forests and things like this, obviously has to do with destruction that has been wreaked upon our planet by men. Some of what we see are the result of acts of God. We're presently looking at weather patterns that seem to be changing, which I think some of them started with the tsunami, when I've been told that there was a polar axis shift at that time, and then a recent tsunami in Japan, which seems to have further changed the weather patterns, which those of course would be natural disasters or acts of God, whatever you want to call them. And so I can see that in spite of the fact that man is responsible for much of the destruction on the earth, that God is intervening perhaps to get man's attention, because spiritually speaking, man has drifted away from God and continues to get farther and farther away from God. So it's not easy to interpret all the time what is natural, what is from God, what is from man, but I think there is a combination of those forces that are taking place, in the world today.
Why do you think that people tend to pollute the earth?
I believe it's because we are ignorant of the consequences of the pollution that we are causing on the earth. A good example I can give you is recently when we were trying to ban the plastic bags at the grocery store, I heard some people were interviewed and they were being asked their opinion if the plastic bag should be banned or not. And one lady said she don't want to be banned because she used plastic bags for her trash. And I was like, she only thinking about her trash, but we are polluting the earth just because she wanted to have a free plastic bag from the grocery store.
I visited a wasteland in California, but I was not authorized to drive further into the field. What I did obtain was important information about different programs for disposing of waste. People must take action by disposing our waste in the proper manner. By simply not using or using less air conditioning, by having only one refrigerator, by not using foam products or aerosols, by recycling, by instead of cutting trees, planting a tree. But most of all, people need to be well informed. This must be done for the sake of our future generations.